Welcome once again to Gist Naija on Artified Optimist. As usual, it's your boy Uvi Mark, and today we're going to be giving you the news making a round in Nigeria as of 2nd of January 2019. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Do that by clicking the subscribe button below the video. You can also like this video. You can also find that button below the video, and we encourage you to share the video and drop comments below. Okay, and also click the bell notification icon so that anytime we drop new videos you can be notified. All right, so quickly on to the gist for today. Let's start with this one coming in from Kwara State. Okay, so Kwara State government has demolished the family house of Bukola Saraki in Ilorin, the state capital, on Thursday. The demolition was carried out in the early hours of the day to avoid a clash with loyalists of Saraki around the place named Ile Arugbo, which means House of the Olds. The government had revoked some houses and properties illegally acquired by Saraki, with some of the properties marked for demolition. It was alleged that some of the people residing in the house were harassed and injured in the process of evacuating them. Governor Abduraman had said that the land was originally meant for government secretariat and parking space for civil service clinic, but was unlawfully allocated to a private firm, Asa Investments Limited, without any record of payments to the state government. The governor signed a constitutional instrument withdrawing the allocation of plots of land 1, 3, and 5 to the firm, asserting that the said land was unlawfully appropriated, contrary to the purpose for which it was meant. He said hundreds of civil servants still operate from rented apartments at a huge cost to the government. The new secretariat, once completed in 2021, will definitely go a long way to end this unhealthy trend, as well as provide a more conducive and decent working environment for government workers. More states on Wednesday showed willingness to pay the 30,000 Naira minimum wage from this month. Some are set to meet the labor to work out modalities. Others have set up implementation committees. The Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) directed state councils to await directives to engage governors who failed to meet the December 31st implementation deadline. Already, the federal government has paid arrears of the minimum wage to its workers. NLC President Ayuba Waba, in a New Year message, said, "We implore states that are yet to implement the new national minimum wage, including the states that are yet to begin negotiation with labor on the consequential wage adjustment, to speedily do the needful." According to his statement, in tandem with our position as adopted and communicated after a stakeholders meeting on December 11, 2019, organized labor will not guarantee industrial harmony in states that fail to implement the new national minimum wage by December 31st, 2019. The NLC leader also added that the new national minimum wage is now a law and governors do not have the luxury to choose whether to pay or not. According to him, the NLC was perfecting plans for a national job summit in 2020. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Jacob Zuma Road, Wednesday visited the Nigerian Police Force Training College in Laminanka, Gwoza, and climbed to the peak of the rugged Gwoza Hill, a notorious enclave of terrorist group Boko Haram. Gwoza became the headquarters of Boko Haram after they killed over 300 people in 2014 and proclaimed the town where it hoisted its flag headquarters, forcing the emir and many of his subjects to flee the town, leaving over 600 people. The 600 people were trapped in the hills before they were rescued after troops retook the town located in Gwoza local government area of Borno State. The hill is said to contain many caves which serve the purpose of the insurgents. This is coming as the Emir of Gwoza, Alhaji Mohammed Shehu Idris Timta, called on the Nigerian army to deploy indigenous soldiers and officers to the area to enable it rid the place of remnants of terrorists. Buratai visited the police force training college located in Limankar village. The college and the entire Gwoza local government area were under the control of the terrorists for months before troops of Nigerian army recaptured the area in 2015. He climbed to the peak of the rugged mountains as part of an operations visit to the northeast. According to him, Boko Haram has been completely reduced to nothing in that region and they are currently on the run. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, SAN, says the regime of Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, had the right to continually detain Sahara Reporters, publisher Sowore, and a former National Security Advisor, Colonel Sambo Dasuki, retired, despite court orders. Malami said this during the program titled Good Morning Nigeria on NTA on Thursday. The minister said the constitution gives the government the right to appeal court orders to the level of the Supreme Court. He said during the process of applying for variation of court orders or appealing judgments, the enforcement of that court order can be delayed, and this ought not to be termed as disobedience to court orders. When asked if this was what happened in the cases of Dasuki and Sowore, the AGF said there were applications for setting aside orders. There were appeals for stay of execution all through. So, until those matters reach the Supreme Court and it takes the final decision relating there, you are still operating within the ambit and context of rule of law. Malami, who had come under intense criticism for disobedience to court orders, said Nigerians must understand that not all court orders will be obeyed immediately. Nigeria's oldest World War veteran, Pa Adamaku Aduku, died at the age of 101. His demise was announced by the Nigerian Army on Wednesday in a post on Twitter. In 2019, Aduku from Kogi State was honored by the Army authorities at a ceremony attended by Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo. He was in the Nigerian contingent that fought the British colonial army in Burma and Egypt during the Second World War. According to him, this gallant soldier could not make it into 2020. We lost him yesterday, Tuesday. Rest in peace, great uncle, the relation, Nato Daudu wrote. Pope Francis on Wednesday apologized for the manner he reacted when a woman grabbed his hand to greet him at an event on New Year's Eve. The video of the pontiff slapping the woman's hand in order to free his own hand from the clutches of the admirer drew widespread reaction on social media. The Pope admitted his action was not consistent with his long-held position that women should never be abused in any form and subsequently apologized. We lose patience many times, he said during the New Year's Day Mass at St. Peter's Square in the Vatican. It happens to me too. I apologize for the bad example given yesterday. The Pope had greeted a row of children outside the square on Tuesday evening, but as he was turning away, a woman screamed inaudibles behind the barrier and yanked his hand, nearly causing the pontiff to fall. The Papa was, however, apprehensive by the action, becoming visibly angry before breaking free by slapping the woman's hand. The woman did not appear offended by the action, but the Pope apologized the next day as images of the event spread online. Fulani herders sue Oyo government over anti-open grazing law. Fulani herders in Oyo State have filed a suit against the state government and the State House of Assembly, saying an anti-grazing law recently passed is a gross violation of their fundamental human rights. The headers under the aegis of Gan Allah Fulani Development Association of Nigeria also joined the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in the state in the suit. The law, which had been debated, passed, and signed into law by the executive arm, was aimed at checking persistent farmers-herders clash in the state. Femi Fani Kayode, former Minister of Aviation, has raised alarm over alleged plots to assassinate him. The chieftain of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and a critic of the President Muhammadu Buhari administration disclosed this on Wednesday on his Twitter page. Fani Kayode, however, disclosed that those conspiring to kill him have been identified. The former minister threatened to deal with those responsible for the failed conspiracy to murder him, adding that he has solid evidence. Popular sensational Nigerian rapper Aziz Fashola, professionally known as Naira Marley, has reacted to a list of names making rounds on social media. The list contains names of people who will not make heaven, according to a Twitter user. The Twitter user, identified as the Sheriff of Calabar, shared a list of 10 people who would not make heaven, according to him. On the list, names of notable people like celebrities, politicians, and even organizations like political parties and clubs were on it. The Sheriff of Calabar's list even had names of people known across Nigeria as his top 3 names. Number 1 was Naira Marley, 2 was Bibi Niger Tasha, and 3 was Buhari. On seeing the list, Naira Marley immediately reacted. He asked why his name would be on the list of people who would not make heaven. Governor Amaka Igwe of Imo State has renamed Jacob Zuma Road after an elder statesman, Chief Mbazuluike Amechi. Rochas Okorocha, former governor of the state, had named a popular road in Owerri after the former South African president. Okorocha, former governor of the state, had named a popular road in Owerri after the former South African president. He also erected a statue on the road. The statue was, however, pulled down few days after Ihedioha was inaugurated. Ihedioha, during the birthday celebration of the foremost nationalist held at Sam Mbakwe Hall, Imo Concord Hotels, Owerri, made the announcement saying Dr. Amechi is an icon, one of the founding fathers of the nation, whose contributions to nationhood should not be overlooked. According to the governor, Dr. Amechi remains an inspiration who stood and defended those principles that remain valuable to nation building. Mbazulike Amechi, a native of Ukpo in the Nnewi South local government era, played a very significant role in nationalist movements that led to the attainment of Nigeria's independence. He was elected as a member of the House of Representatives in 1959 and was appointed Minister of Aviation and Transport in 1962. He is also the only surviving member of Zikist movement, founded by father of nationalism and Nigeria's first president, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. Now onto some sports news. Liverpool will be without 5 key players: Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Xherdan Shaqiri, Fabinho, Dejan Lovren, and Joel Matip when they take on Sheffield United in today's Premier League fixture at Anfield due to injury on Thursday. Liverpool head to the game following a 1-0 victory over Wolves in the last Premier League encounter. The kickoff time for the match is 9 p.m. Super Eagles star Wilfred Ndidi has reacted to his side's performance after securing a comfortable victory in their first game in 2020. Wilfred Ndidi has praised Leicester City following their 3-0 triumph over Newcastle United on Wednesday and described the win as a New Year's gift to their fans. The Nigerian international returned to the starting 11 at St. James Park after coming off the bench to make a cameo appearance against West Ham United last Saturday. Ndidi delivered a solid defensive performance in the encounter, making 2 tackles in an impressive display to ensure his side kept a clean sheet and claimed their first win of the year. Doodle honors Amaka Igwe on 57th posthumous birthday. Late veteran Nollywood filmmaker Amaka Igwe has been honored with a Doodle on her 57th posthumous birthday. A Doodle is a special temporary alteration of the logo on Google's home pages, intended to commemorate holidays, events, achievements, and notable historical figures. The Doodle went live on Thursday as an honor of late Igwe's contributions to Nollywood. She was a Nigerian filmmaker and broadcasting executive. Igwe was the owner of Top Radio 90.9 Lagos and Amaka Igwe Studios. She was recognized as one of the second-generation filmmakers who helped begin the video film era of Nigerian cinema. She remained a prominent figure in the industry until her death in 2014. Igwe hit national limelight as the writer and producer of award-winning TV soap Checkmate and its offshoot Fuji House of Commotion. Her Nollywood projects include Rattlesnake and Violated, which set Amaka Igwe Studios apart in the video film era of Nigerian cinema. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the gist on Gist Niger. As usual, keep supporting your boy, support Artified Optimist, support Gist Niger. Also, make sure you share the video, please. Click the like button, place a comment, and don't forget to click the bell notification icon so you can get more news anytime I drop them. Alright? As usual, please subscribe to the channel using the subscribe button below this video. Also, you can click the subscribe button right here, the circular icon that has my head showing in it. Also, you can click the 2 videos beside the subscribe icon showing on your screen right now, one to the left, one to the right. Thank you very much, guys. Adios. Have fun.